Hey everyone, and welcome back to my studio. I hope you are all having an amazing day today. And before we start, I wanted to say, oh my god, thank you so much. We have reached over 500 subscribers on this small channel now, and yeah, our family is growing steadily and every day, and I wanted to say thank you so much for subscribing and for being a part of this small community and for always being so supportive and leaving the most amazing comments. Like, you guys are just amazing, and I wanted to say thank you. I would like to do some kind of giveaway for you, but I'm not sure what you would want to get or what you want to see from me. I would love if you would leave some suggestions for that in the comments, and yeah, the one that's most popular will be the giveaway. So yeah, I'm excited for that. Leave that down below. Okay, let's get into the video. I've actually recorded this voiceover quite a few times because I couldn't really figure it out and I wasn't happy with anything I was talking about, and yeah, I'm now just going to give it another try and try to focus on more lighthearted things and not talk about difficult things, and just kind of chat with you guys about MERMAY and about the things I'm drawing on the screen. Right now you can see me drawing the first mermaid for this video, and it's a futuristic mermaid. I'm actually a huge fan of utopian and dystopian and futuristic films, so I was very excited for this prompt, and I wanted to also get back to the goal I set for myself for MERMAY, which was to use a lot of vibrant colors and to play with lightning and effects a little bit more. So I decided to go crazy on the colors, and I wanted to have her glasses glow in the dark, if that makes sense, that they are kind of lit up. And yeah, some of you mentioned that underwater she'd have to have crazy water resistant electronics for it to work, but yeah, it's just a drawing, so I guess she's a very futuristic mermaid who has super water resistant electronics going on. The second prompt is coffee, and I wanted to have her be in this kind of Starbucks cup and just kind of represent the Starbucks mermaid, if that makes sense, because the logo is a mermaid, so that was perfect for MERMAY. And at first I was just drawing a mermaid being inside the cup and kind of looking at the viewer and just being there. And then later on I realized that her being in the cup and her hair kind of going into the coffee would look really cool if her hair was kind of like the foam of the coffee. And yeah, I really loved that idea, and I went ahead with that. And I at first struggled a little bit with the coffee and making it look creamy and yeah, making it look believable like coffee. And but then I used this cloud and smoke brush from Peter Griffin, I think, and it made it look very believable, and I really like how it turned out. I also downloaded the Starbucks font, the original Starbucks font, to make the logo look more believable. I didn't want to put in all the time to make it look exactly the same, and I could also just download an image of the logo, I guess, but I just did my best and kind of went with it and made the logo look approximately like Starbucks. Lately, while I was recording the voiceovers for the last few times, I was kind of struggling with imposter syndrome, and I was struggling with not feeling like I was recording anything worthwhile and anything you would want to watch. And yeah, I was struggling a lot and not feeling good enough, and not feeling like my videos were even worth the time you were watching it, and that made me feel very sad. And but then I remembered what kind of videos actually are the ones that I love to watch, and that are just very lighthearted videos where people are just chatting and drawing alongside, and those are the videos I want to create from now on. And yeah, that made me feel inspired again, and I'm very happy that you guys decide to click on my videos and watch them every time I upload them to my channel. The next prompts are goth or punk and narwhal, and I combined these two together because I also wanted to post a zodiac post on the next day, and I'm super happy how this one turned out. I don't know why, but sometimes I'm just in the zone and can just draw an image and it all works out perfectly, and this was the case for this drawing, and I was so happy, and just drawing her jacket and drawing her hair and keeping it all in this kind of bluish color theme was so much fun. And yeah, I love creating her, and she will be definitely turned into a sticker later on when Mermay is finished. I was looking at these narwhal images on Pinterest, and these are just beautiful whales, and they, I don't know why I didn't really had them on my radar, but I fell in love with them, and really, yeah, they are very majestic and beautiful creatures, and I really like looking at them, and yeah, they are very cool. I used a splatter brush from the Lowish brush set to make this kind of pattern on her tail. If you guys are wondering, if you layer the splatter brush a lot, you can get this kind of narwhal-y tail look to your drawing. Yeah, and that's the finished drawing that I really like how it turned out. The next prompt was traditional, and you guys were kind of confused how I meant this prompt, and I realized, yeah, it's kind of vague, and I'm sorry for that. What I initially wanted it to be was kind of these traditional mermaids, how they would look when mermaids were discovered or invented. So a very traditional mermaid with blonde hair and green tail and flowers in her hair in old illustrations. But you guys kind of interpreted the prompt completely differently, which is very cool. You drew her in very traditional clothing or used traditional media to draw the mermaid, and I really loved how, yeah, you interpreted her, and it was very cool to scroll through your images and to see what you kind of made out of the prompt. And for this image I struggled a little with the colors. I wanted her to be in this kind of sunrise sky, sitting on the sunrise moon, and yeah, I felt like the image was getting too colorful, if that makes sense, and later on I had to tone it down quite a lot, and I felt like it was too much and too little contrast. So yeah, later on, as you can see now, I decided to make the colors more just blue and yellow, like the lightning situation I had going on. The next and the last prompt for this video is beach. And at first I was very unsure how I wanted it to look, and then I found this kind of picture where there was a woman laying down and her hair was all spread out on the sand, and I thought that was such a cool idea, and I wanted her to just lay down on the sand and have these seashells and stones and pearls around her, and then her hair started to me look kind of waves on the sand, and like the ocean is just rushing onto the sand. So I decided to color her hair blue and wanted to make her hair, yeah, look like water going onto the sand, and I really liked the idea, and immediately had this color scheme in mind of very warm pinkish and orangey tones, and then the blue hair contrasting and just going onto the beach, if that makes sense. And later on I also decided to have the canvas be flipped, so we have a completely new composition and her just kind of rushing onto the ocean, which I thought would be a cool idea. Yeah, I really like all the mermaids I've drawn so far. Mermay has been an amazing challenge for me because I've learned a lot about setting up light situations and making finished illustrations very quickly, to how I want to incorporate backgrounds but not have them be too complicated, so I can still manage to have it finished in one day, which has also been kind of a challenge, because in the beginning, if you will remember, I wanted to have the mermaids finished all the day before, but that obviously didn't happen, and a lot of times I had to get up very early to be able to finish the mermaids before school, and yeah, that was a challenge, but I also very much enjoyed doing a lot of art in this time and making a lot of personal pieces to me, because lately or before MERMAY I've had a lot of commissions and was only doing work for other people, and when I had to collect images that I did for myself, I felt like there weren't any, and yeah, I'm very happy that I'm creating art for myself again and stuff that I also can turn into stickers or sell in my store, and yeah, I'm very happy about MERMAY and that I'm participating this year. Speaking about MERMAY and participating, I now want to show all of your guys' drawings that you've been doing in the past few days, and you are just crushing it every time I look onto the hashtag. You make the most amazing drawings and put in so much time, and yeah, I really like the way you interpreted the prompt traditional and how you decided to draw the mermaids, and I'm very thankful that you always tag me and always use my hashtag and decided to use my prompt list. Yeah, don't forget to leave in the comments how you would want the giveaway to go, what kind of reward or prize you would love to receive. I'm open for anything, and yeah, thank you guys for 500 subscribers, and I hope you are staying strong and continuing with MERMAY, because I love to see your entries. Okay, thank you so much for watching, and we will be seeing us very soon in my next video. Bye!